Oke cuy, akhirnya kita main game lagi. Jadi di sini kita akan bermain game Genshin Impact. Kita cek sound dulu. Dimana kita akan memainkan quest story-nya dari karakter Miko ya guys ya. Bentar. Miko. Bentar kita cek sound dulu. Cek sound 1 2 3 lo. Aman ya. Jadi kita akan bermain quest story-nya yaitu Miko langsung saja. Tanpa basa-basi cuy, kita klaim dulu. Aduh, udah lama nggak main cuy. Ada nih pendamping yang kembali masih bisa membuka 3 kali. Buka dong, ceng. Upacara agung naruh kami. Oke, let's go. Terima quest. Jadi langsung quest story. Tapi sebelum itu kita sini dulu ya.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
Share bentar coy. Hup. Encourage. Oh, pakai bahasa Inggris anjir. Mohon bersabar. Wah, ada 1 orang yang nonton nih. Share. Oke, wes.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Dum. Mohon bersabar.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Dum. Halo Alfian Sangaji. Iya mas.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Udah, terakhir tinggal di IG. Bentar.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Halo.
Halo Bang Miracle. Wih, langsung join cuy. Emang kayak gini kah? Kenapa kita live apa namanya? Genshin langsung keluar sepu ya? Tapi kemarin pas aku live game lain itu kamu lihat nggak? Dan kamu emang nggak masuk? Atau emang nggak ada notifnya? Welcome back Bang Miracle Wave. Udah lama nggak lihat kamu cuy. Sebentar.
Beberapa lian.
Berarti emang nggak masuk ya? Oke. Tanpa basa-basi kita langsung main aja. Jadi kita akan bermain quest story.
Akhirnya setelah 3 bulan.
Iya cuy. Aku mau selesain quest story-nya Miko dulu ya. Bentar. Legenda urban misterius. Let's go. Ikuti target. Dum. Sep. Lah, kok belum teleport? Oh. Aduh, patah-patah nih. Aduh, udah lupa lagi combo-kombonya coy. Jalan-jalan di sekitar. Aduh, apa tadi ya? Thank you bang, udah nge-like bang. Kita fokus story ya.
Iyalah 3 bulan gak main wakak.
Cok, bener. Kita sudah lama nggak ke Yai Publishing House. Lah dia ini apa? Payment jadi penasaran ada buku baru nggak ya? Oke. Kayak kita.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one
Ya
thing we're
Miko nih
pushing for,
pabrik
and
buku
that is a
kah?
ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
Coba nyimak storynya ya.
Ah, it's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited
Tapi
debate.
aku jadi ingat cuy kalau
Huh?
apa
Really?
subtitlenya sangat
You guys
kekinian
don't know?
kan.
You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true.
Maksudnya cukup dan dengan berdiri di sini ketika tengah malam lalu tundukkan kepala ke semua permohonan. Lah, bentar maksudnya?
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing.
Jangan-jangan
A
si
highly
Miko-nya
effective wish
Game
ritual
lain udah
guaranteed
tamat
to
kah?
make your wishes
Makanya
come
main
true.
Genshin.
wish
Belum.
ritual?
Cuma emang lagi pengen main
Actually
game
works.
santai. Halo Alive. Kedengarannya sih tidak mungkin ya.
Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
Halo Alomanius.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that
Emang
changed when it
Sekiro
worked
gak
for someone I
santai?
know. It's
Matamu
this guy
santai.
called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot. But get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
His whole bed was
Kasurnya
filled
penuh.
with...
Memang tahan diri semoga banget.
Of course, I'm
Memang
sure the
cerita
part
dia.
about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an
Rasa bumbu saja.
exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try.
Thank
right?
you Miracle.
If
Udah
you're still
berapa
feeling
tuh?
skeptical, just ask around.
600.
There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right
Let's
now!
go, semangat yuk.
Well, if it really is
Kalau
true,
ceritanya
then
benar.
just think of all the Mora Paimon could...
Kayaknya ganti
Oh,
tempat
and
lagi
you'd
ya.
finally be
Terakhir
reunited with
kayaknya
your twin
tempatnya
too.
gak gini.
Let's go, let's go!
Sama kok, kayak gini terus kok. Oh iya, bisa jadi aku juga lupa terakhir kali kapan aku main apa. Genshin ya. Selidiki kaidan yang baru-baru ini banyak dibicarakan. Let's go. Oh, I miss my Ayaka.
Okay. Please speak to President Sung.
Bang tadi di YouTube suaraku jelas nggak? Halo Bang Radio
Closer
Tua Renta.
inspection, it seems like there really
Kalau
are a
lihat
lot of
ternyata
people talking
kok
about
panas
this
ya
kind of
main
stuff.
Genshin.
Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yai Publishing House. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee?
Bentar siapa ini mereka? Mereka
Hear
kayak
my
menyembah sesuatu kah?
summons, right?
Halo Bang Yatogami.
No, it's
Bukan,
not
bukan.
hear my summons, it's heed my
Patuhi
summons.
panggilanku.
Heed.
Kalau begini terus kapan apanya?
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me. Okay.
Astaga. Suaramu di YouTube lebih jelas daripada di sini. Oh iya, nggak
Suaramu
apa-apa.
di GT lebih
Emang
jelas
lebih-
daripada di sini.
Nggak apa-apa di YouTube kan biar di record
Are
kan.
you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is
Lebih
trying it out
tepatnya
to be
Junkichi.
specific. He's hit a bit of a
Kok
creativity
yang join
block recently,
nama-nama
so
anime semua ya?
I'm helping him make a wish so
Kira
that
kalian
he can
tidak
move
percaya
past
hal
it.
begini?
I mean, I obviously
Aku sebenarnya
don't.
tidak percaya,
But
tapi
Junkichi never listens to an outside
tidak
opinion.
pernah mau dengar
So all I
pendapat
can do is
orang.
go along
Jadi aku
with it.
turuti saja apa
Mr.
maunya.
Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely
Apa ini?
important. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. All right, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first
Ya,
started
mulai
out?
berantem mereka.
Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Novel picisan.
Wait. What? This wish.
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to
Pandan
Summoning
untuk memanggil
Spirits.
roh. Keluarannya, oh, mulai ini ya.
Review Natlan Gasi nanti.
Natlan. Oh, aku belum dapat kayak Natlan. Nanti boleh sih, boleh. Keluarannya pun. Ya ini penulis.
No,
Jadi
it's
ceritanya dia
most
penulis
likely a
novel kan?
self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm.
Region
Region
baru. Oh,
baru
Natlan
itu.
itu region baru.
As a fellow
Oh,
writer,
okay.
I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real
Oh
deal.
iya, aku belum cek map, coy.
Look, Junkichi.
Adakah map yang
yes,
hilang?
everyone's
Katanya
saying
fonten
it's
hilang
real.
ya?
It works, but that's only
Padahal
half the
bagus banget,
story.
coy.
I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so
Mana
surprising
ada
about
hilang.
that?
Oh,
They're
tetap ada.
probably just giddy with
Nambah
joy
berarti
having
ya?
their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yai Miko about it?
Oke, kita kan OTW
She's
Miko.
the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Pergi ke kuil Agung Narukami dan cari Yai Miko. Let's go. Banyak side quest ya. Coba kita cek map dulu. Apakah ada perubahan ini? Kan di Inazuma. Ini Fonten masih ada nih. Terus Natlan yang mana? Oh ini. Ini Fonten.
Sebelah desert Sumeru.
Oh my god. Oke. Ini ya, anjir. Masih banyak. Ini di tengah pun belum kubuka ternyata, coy. Oh, Fonten ya. Banyak sekali PR ya, sangat menumpuk. 500 kita lihat, kita kesini langsung aja kesini. Bukan nggak masuk kan?
Gimana gak banyak par? Wong 3 bulan gak main.
Orang main pun aja misinya masih ketumpuk, apalagi nggak main. Gimana tim? Pergi ke kuil Agung naruh cari Miko. Miko di dalam kah? Di belakang deh. Ini dia. Aduh, ingat banget dulu kita nyari ini, coy. Apa sih ini yang pink itu?
Great, you're here.
Yang buat Ayaka
Well,
materialnya
hello
lupa,
there,
Cok.
young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens
Aku
that I have
aja
kuliah
belum
aja.
main
Kuliah di mana, Bang?
Arhon
I
Natlan.
highly recommend
Sibuk
it.
kuliah.
Kami butuh
Oh,
Oke.
well,
Mau tanya
what
apa
did-
nih?
Well, we were
Kan
just,
kami
actually, you look kind of
Yang satu lagi
busy.
memohon,
Is
cuy.
this about...
Tidak kok,
No,
bukan
not
urusan
at all.
penting.
Lady Guji,
Apa maksudnya
what do
bukan
you
urusan
mean
penting?
nothing major?
Kumantuan lah.
I'm begging you. You've got to help me save my brother.
Apa yang
It
terjadi?
really is nothing major.
Wes,
I
yang penting
stand by
kalau kamu
that.
penasaran silakan minta dia
But
cerita
since you're
sekali
so
lagi.
curious, let's have him relate the story one more time.
Mungkin
just
dia
for you.
bentar, mungkin dia pikir bukan masalah penting karena dia bisa nyelesain dengan mudah ya.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji. Please
Guji.
put in a good word for me. You have to convince.
Okay.
Here's what happened. My name is Kato
Aku
Yohei,
bernama
and my
Kato
brother
Shin.
is Kato Shingo.
Kakak
All
selalu
he's
ingin
ever
jadi
wanted
seorang
is
ahli
to become a
pedang,
sword
dan dia pernah
master.
minta
So he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art.
Okay.
Domon turned him
Tapi
away.
nolak dianya.
Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could,
Okay.
but since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person.
Oh, makam puji
The
guys.
doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here,
You know, there really aren't as
Kapan
many
ganti
evil
tim
spirits
ini?
lurking
Masa
around as you seem
Ayaka
to think.
terus?
Your brother
Nggak.
achieved the goal he'd been
Nggak
striving
Ayaka,
toward
berarti
for as
nggak
long
main
as he
Genshin
can
ya, guys, ya?
remember, and now it's gone.
Enggak dong.
It's only
Pasti kita
natural
gacha kok
that
nanti.
he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction. If it were me, I'd just leave him
Biarkan
be
saja
for
dia
a couple
selama
of
beberapa
days.
hari. Nanti juga
He'll
bakal
recover
pulih
on.
sendiri.
No, Lady Guji. If
Kalau
you
Anda
saw him for
membeli
yourself,
langsung,
you'd
Anda akan
know.
langsung tahu bahwa dia
I
sedang
guarantee you,
merasa
he's not.
Oh, all right.
lebih kelas.
Then tell me, when did your brother spar with?
About
5
5 days ago.
5 days?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well,
Nah,
they're
nah.
kind of two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If...
What?
Gosip.
Rumors?
Kita
Oh
apa-apa.
dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've got to help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds.
Okay, fine. Then it's...
Okay.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was.
Itu kedua tamunya
These two
adalah orang
guests are
percentaku dan
trusted
mereka jago dalam
acquaintances of
mengusahakan
mine,
fenomena
and in
sekarang.
fact, they are experts in resolving...
Kok diserahkan ke kita?
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get
Coba
this
ya, kamu
straight.
sendiri yang datang
You
kemari
come begging to me
membantu
for
aku dan
help,
aku.
I actually recommend someone for the job,
Lumayan lah
then
buat
suddenly you
nunggu
start
F1.
doubting me?
Not at all. Never. Whatever Lady
Iya,
Guji says, I
F1
trust
juga aku udah
wholeheartedly.
gak main ya anjing.
Thank you too for your willingness to help.
Banyak banget game
Please
ketumpuk,
follow
cuy.
me.
Habis live-nya cuma pas waktu free coy. Jadi ya
Maybe a
gitu
lot
lah.
of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Don't
Kalau
worry.
dia minta kalian usir
If he
jahat
wants an
kalian komat
exorcism,
kamit saja
just
sambil
grab a
tebar
handful of
garam.
salt and mutter some mumbo jumbo while you're sprinkling it
Ini
around.
subtitlenya beneran ini.
It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist...
Okay.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me
Nunggu
do all the work?
F1 jam 2 bejir.
Besides, we both
Oh,
know you
aman
wouldn't
kok.
be
Ini juga
here at the
sampai jam
Grand
1
Narukami
kok.
Shrine unless you had a request for me too.
Misi
This
quest
is an
story kan biasanya
opportunity
sampai 2
to
jam ya.
demonstrate that you come in good faith.
Oke.
This feels all wrong.
Tapi omongannya ada bener juga
All
sih.
right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is
go.
going on here? Granted, you
Cari
can
saudara
never be
Yo.
quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation.
Di bawah kah?
Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
Aduh, ada nasi goreng lewat, guys. Bentar.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Simon bukan ini. Kok bisa dia main di hutan-hutan kayak gini? Halo Mas Fikri. Thank you Mas Fikri udah nge-like. Terima kasih banyak Mas Fikri.
Delve into destiny.
Duh lambat banget tuh.
My apologies.
Banner Phase 2 nanti ada Hutao sama Nahida tuh.
Nahida. Hutao Nahida sama Ayaka bisa nggak bisa ya? Ayaka bisa sama Hutao nggak? Nah, dapat kan?
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much
Gala,
constantly over the past few
sama-sama
days,
Devs.
but now he's gone.
Tiga-tiganya DPS ya.
Meditating?
Agak sulit sih.
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother,
Gak tahu
Well,
juga sih
we can't
Hutao
perform
Emang
our
Natal tuh
exorcism
tempatnya
with
apa?
nothing to
Natlan.
exercise,
Di
can we?
udara kah? Maksudnya awan-awan
Gato,
kah apa gimana?
whatever your name was.
Bagus gak
Given the
tempatnya?
circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Ini ya, mereka mengajarkan kalau
Miko,
dukun itu
what
nggak ada.
about us?
Bukan dukun nggak
Shouldn't
ada ya.
we help look for his brother
Kayak
too?
nggak usah terlalu percaya yang kayak gitu-gitu.
No need. While what's his face is handling
Lihat
that,
aja nanti
we'll take a
sendiri,
walk
no
around and
spoiler.
ask
Wah,
people
ya
what
oke,
they know
oke,
about the
siap.
two
Nanti ku coba ya.
brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Kita cari. Paling kakek itu bukan bocil nih. Oh, enggak.
Take flight.
Sorry.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back
Oh,
as soon
punya
as he
utang
has
juga
enrolled a few
ternyata.
disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, but it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a
Kasian,
bit
cuy.
of a pickle.
Well, yes, I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out.
Ini kayak
But
Agus
Shingo
ya.
was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not
Agus
seeing his
sedih.
potential, and even
Agus sedih
declared that he would
banget.
challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous.
Wah.
He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every
Dia
day.
nipu cuy.
Some training regimen that is. Yohei did tell me
Misu-misu
about
cuy.
Shingo winning the
Beneran
fight,
diketik
but
misu-misu
I
loh.
took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
Kita cari informasi ke tempat lain. Menjaga Kenji. Halo Andrew, thank you udah.
The Kato brothers.
Reuni bintangnya klaim dulu.
Oh iya, boleh boleh. Itu tinggal klaim kan, nggak perlu dimain lagi kan?
We heard
Terima
Shingo
kasih udah
defeated
like.
an apprentice of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person.
Terima
Let's
kasih
see what
Bang.
to
Loh, kok
watch
nggak ada
it.
notifnya ya? Lah ada yang nge-give nggak ada notifnya
I
cuy.
thought it was a joke when I first heard that
Thank you,
Shingo was going to
Andrew.
challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art.
Makasih banyak
When he
Sepuh
drew his
mengirimkan
sword,
animo.
oh,
Lah,
he became a whole different person.
emang tiap kali
The way
live
he
game itu
handled his
ada
blade,
gift
it was
sesuai
like
ininya ya?
flowing water, mesmerizing
Sesuai
to watch.
gamenya.
Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel! I
Udah
haven't felt
dari
this good
lama
in a
itu
long time."
padahal.
Sih, benar lamanya.
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
Si Miko cara ngomongnya santai banget.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to.
Kan
In
lebih
the
kalem
past, he
dari
never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day.
tuh siapa namanya?
But just yesterday,
Raiden.
for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one
Bang
kick.
Atsinga.
Kui siapa ya kui? Kui siapa kui? Anjir.
Quite
Sange
impressive.
matamu.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji,
Ay, ini makan
esteemed
puji, Cok.
exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for too. Come on, let's go.
Udah bawa garam lagi.
As much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he's been found.
Let's go. Kita pergi ke usir. Oh, kita pergi mengusir ini. Sep. Berapa. Apa ini coy? Kok batunya melayang-melayang coy? Udah lama nggak main, astaga.
Look over there. That's
Itu dia.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it?
Apa dia ini coy?
Can you feel the feeling of manliness? Found your own school? Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness.
Gereja tanding
I
Zetsu.
can't even feel the
Wah,
cold
mabuk dia nih.
anymore. I can't take
Kesurupan.
anymore. I'm
Kesurupan.
gonna die.
Lebih ke mabuk gak sih?
Yohei, save me. Save
Oh
me.
iya, bisa jadi kesurupan sih.
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help.
Huh? Who
Lah, sadar
who
dia.
goes there?
He stood up. And now he's coming this way.
no. Don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of
Lempar
something.
garam.
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the
Kenapa
balance,
terakhirnya
and he's
dia
using
pakai
his
untuk meminta tolong
final
padamu?
breaths
Kita
to
harus
call on
gimana?
you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation.
Halo Gibbons. Pusing deh, bingung deh.
Your brother is your closest
keluargamu yang paling
relative.
dekat. Kamu
You
pasti
must
langsung
have
sadar
noticed
ketika
straight
dia
away when he
bertingkah.
started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days passed
Nunggu 5
before
hari
it occurs
sebelum
to you
meminta
to come and
bantuan.
seek help from
Kamu
me.
kira aku tidak sadar ada yang
You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
betul. Sakal sih.
I
Kenapa harus nunggu 5
As you
hari?
wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next.
You will be next.
It's futile trying to escape.
kalau-
Anywhere
Parah
in the
lu
world
BG,
you run to, it will be
kelewatan
right
ultah
behind your
Lah,
ayah
back.
dah.
serius?
After all, you
Kapan,
did
cuy?
summon it together.
Bentar, ulangnya ayah kapan?
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything.
Ultah ayah kakan barengan ama ultah
Brother and
Genshin.
I used a wishing
Ultah Genshin kapan emang?
incantation. We made a
Yang-
wish.
Yang lantern ride kemarin bukan? Daripada ayah? Oke.
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped
Tanggal
inside it
28
barefoot at
bulan
midnight,
lalu.
said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us.
September. Wah, baru-baru aja ya berarti.
After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword
Dapat
skills.
ayaka lagi kah? Ayaka
But his
C6.
whole personality changed too.
Oke, lalu kenapa kamu tidak langsung cari pertolongan?
Because I was
Padahal
worried
Genshin
that if he
kasih
goes back to
bantuan.
normal,
Udah kelewat,
he'll
biarlah.
lose his skills with the sword.
Aku takut kalau dia kembali normal,
If
dia
that happens,
bilang,
it'd ruin
kalau
our
itu terjadi
plans to
rencana
start a
kayak
martial
mendirikan
arts
perguruan.
school.
Oh,
Then
jadi
we'd be back to being poor.
dia biarin
I just wanted to keep this under
kerasukan
wraps until we'd managed to
biar
get the
skill
dojo
pedangnya
set up
tetap
and paid off our
jago, cuy.
debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well, because with the way he's acting
Sudah
now,
tidak
I
bisa
was worried that
dikontrol.
rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something. And then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his
Tanpa
sword
turut bilang,
skills.
lah, oh ilmu pedang.
My, look
Sudah
at you with
pintar,
your
ya.
ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right then.
Sekarang bilang
Your
bocah.
turn now, my little
Tebar garamnya
friend.
dan siapkan pedangmu.
Toss the salt and
Oh,
then
buku hantam
draw
lah.
your sword.
Lah, langsung mokat.
What is that?
Murder King, halo bang. Loh, oh ini bener cuy.
It's the spirit.
Ternyata
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko, he fainted. What do we do now?
We do nothing.
tidak usah gini.
But you, little one,
Bocah.
just a quick
Kamu
fight
tinggal
and this will
bertarung
all be
saja dan
over.
semua ini akan segera usai.
Who's this?
Seorang pendekar ini.
Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me.
Coba hantam kita cok.
He's coming. Be careful.
Ini ada tangkis nggak sih?
My apologies. Sakura swirl. Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
Mana ada Docua.
Oh, ngedot dia. Oh, ngedot iya. Berarti nggak ada tangkis ya? Lupa gue. Kebanyakan main Sekiro kan ada tangkisnya kan, sama ngedot sama pairing.
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
Oke, udah hilang dia.
He disappeared. But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yohei? Yohei, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Halo Bang Miguel.
Thank you, Lady Guji. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, exorcists. We'll be on our way then. Come on,
Exercise.
Shingo.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host
Jadi
the
ngantuk ya.
spirit, and it would have left of its own
Makasih Bang
accord.
Mire.
Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Pas live game lain, di live-in juga di TikTok.
Nobody got hurt.
Iya. Aku udah mulai
Alright,
double
seems
stream.
like we've wrapped up everything here.
Nah, yang on
Come
camnya
on,
itu di
off we
TikTok.
go.
Di YouTube-nya cuma dibuatin
Miko.
untuk
You
record
say
doang.
everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem really popular right now.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
Lady Yai, I finally found you.
Siapa lagi nih, Cok?
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see.
Kenapa meningkat kah?
What?
Lah,
We're
menurun.
losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Both of you, back here now.
Dipanggil lagi.
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yai Publishing House by
Yang begini
every
baru kamu-
analysis. Just
Mulai merasa
what is
terancam
that
dia.
supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is. I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes
Dasar
after all?
Rubah.
Wait, what?
Tapi dia beneran ngerubah kan? Beneran ngerubah kan?
Again,
Aku
you
tadi ngetik
technically
judul
have
cuman
a
ngasal
point,
doang.
but
Nanti nih
this
dan
feels
mau
so
diedit.
wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay?
Iya.
Come on. We're going to war. I'm going
Tapi
to
di
head
story
back
ini dia
and make
berubah
some
jadi Rubah nanti.
preparations. Meet me outside the Yai Publishing House.
Enggak.
Serius? Jangan bilang udah selesai. Lah, kok secepat itu quest story-nya? Oh enggak nih. Aku seuzon coy.
Belum.
Tidak mungkin secepat itu dong, nggak sampai sejam malah ini. Lanjut. Duh, jauh banget. Gimana? Kok dia ada dari sini? Pale. Bentar.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Kita jalan kaki aja, tinggal beberapa meter. Bentar. Belok kiri. Waduh. Aku udah lupa cuy tempat-tempat indah mana yang biasa kita foto ya. Yang view-nya mantep. Top.
Reuni bintang Flying Wall.
Oh iya. Tempat reuni. Lah, eventnya masih berjalan cuy, nggak bisa diklaim.
Yang kiri.
Oh ini. Oh, sampai masih bisa ya hari ke-7, alhamdulillah masih sempat. Sisa waktu 13 hari. Ya cuma sekali doang berarti. Shilonen. Dia elemen apa, cuy? Hah? Shilonen elemen apa, coy?
Geo.
Geo. Wah. Kaget anjir.
Awkwk.
Yang depan lah ada 2 orang. Ada 4, coy. Bentar. Yang ini kan
Itu yang rambut merah Archon Pyro.
rambut merah kan Pyro. Terus yang ini Geo tadi. Terus yang di belakang ini pasti Elektro sih. Oh, ini rambut merah ini Pyro. Ini kayaknya air deh, harusnya ya. Air. Terus ini Geo. Nah, ini Elektro. Nah, kayak gitulah. Lanjut kita cari.
Katanya Anemo yang pakai topi, tapi gak tahu bener atau kagak.
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with
Halo
this
Bang
rival book?
Sagittarius.
Why don't you take a guess?
Bulan depan
I'll give you
baru
a hint.
rilis.
It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the incantations in that book are dangerous!
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely wrong.
Salah total anjir. Ini aduh, sumpah. Masa iya sih?
Seriously? That wasn't it?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be
Tuh.
advertising to everyone that in bending over
Ketika kita
backwards trying to
macam-macam
warn
pengen
everyone about the
tambahan ini,
dangers,
kita malah
all
bikin
we would
pembaca jadi
accomplish is to
betul.
create more curious
Semakin kita larang,
readers
semakin
ready
kita
to try
coba
them
ya.
out. Also, sales for the book would only...
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Dimana kalau kita
Oh, how
kita
about we
sita saja bukunya.
Leaving
Mari
aside
kalau
the
kita
issue of the
kesampingkan
enormous
urusan logistik.
manpower and resources
Nah,
such an
kerja.
operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
Tapi itu artinya kita
nothing we can do?
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the incantations alone. The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging way. That is why the book has become so popular. I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market.
tunggu.
That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? You replace it with the next big thing. So what we're going to do is create
Halo, Bang Dayu.
Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Miko wages war.
Oke, it's okay.
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Mereka akan membuat
Miko, so you want us to write a
new
novel?
book.
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. I have my ways. I
Okay.
did say this is what we're going
Kita,
to
kamu
do.
paham kan? Artinya
I
kerjasama.
trust that the word
Oke.
teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a
Kebetulan
writer
sedang ada
submission
kegiatan
event
pengumpulan
going
karya
on at the
tulis.
moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what
Oke,
they're
mereka
into.
mencari info ya.
When you have an idea of what the current trends are, come back and see me. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
Oke. Siapa nih timnya coy? Adakah karakter lain yang join di misi ini? Pali.
Udah 1 tahun lebih, Aethernya masih Geo.
Punyaku. Mana ada punyaku? Punyaku udah berubah coy. Pergi ke acara pengumpulan karya tulisan dan dengarkan pendapat pembaca. Oke, kita coba.
Iyalah.
Oh. Coba bentar ya. Kita pendapat pembaca dari Bang Kyota. Coba Bang Kyota, bagaimana pendapatnya? Let's go.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works with an original core concept and good storytelling.
Okay.
These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other.
Waduh,
Most of the time, I can
plagiat
guess
ya.
what the story is about just from the title.
Oke,
The
mulai
only
ditebak.
recent book worth mentioning is A First-Hand Guide to
Lagi-lagi
Summoning
panduan untuk
Spirits.
memanggil roh.
Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if maybe the author really has met all those yokai before.
Mereka mau ketemu langsung kah? Dari cewek ada nggak sih? Coba dari Mbak Nakanoshino.
The Yai Publishing House has held many writers' submission events to date. The winner
Okay.
gets a huge amount of publicity. It's been the ticket to fame for a lot of authors. If you've got a good idea for a story,
Oh,
you
enggak, dia
definitely
panitia.
don't want to miss out.
Dia panitia. Kita nggak bisa minta pendapat ke panitia ya, nanti berpihak. Jadi kita ke Bang Tetsuo.
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills.
Oke.
In most traditional stories, the protagonist
Syukur
usually has
bosnya
this
bisa dapat
long
pengalaman
and drawn-out
panjang.
character arc, usually involving a process of separation,
makasih ya Bang Mire,
loss, and
udah temenin aku
ultimately
coy.
growth and renewed
Kemarin
strength.
aku main
It
Sekiro,
reads well and everything.
Bang
It's
Pidra
just a little
join terus.
slow-paced for me. By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is super strong right from the get-go. That's what I mean by cheap thrills.
Aman.
Action-packed right from page 1. The protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but also tea ceremony, painting, and calligraphy.
Oke. Udah Bang Tetsuo, udah satu lagi ke Bang Osuki. Halo Bang,
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations.
apa ilustrasi?
When to use illustrations, what they should
Pakai,
contain,
apa
and which
isinya,
artist
dan
you should
siapa
commission for them.
mengambilnya, semua
These
itu
are all
penting
key
ya.
things to bear in mind. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustration can ruin your novel, even if you have the best story in the world. There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad most of the top artists have jam-packed schedules, so it's extremely difficult to commission them. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's unlike any art style I've ever seen before.
There's
Nice.
much more to light novels
Kita
than
kembali
Paimon
ke
realized.
Uyu Restoran. Ketemu ya Miko ya.
Let's go tell our findings
Kita
to
sudah
Yai
menggali
Miko.
informasi, tinggal kita infokan ke Mbak Yai Miko. Dia makan di sini kan? Tulisannya Yai Restoran. Kenapa? Pakai tulisan Cina. Aduh, aku jadi ngantuk cuy. Kok jadi ngantuk ya main game ini
Ah,
aja.
there you are. Let me
Oh.
introduce the team.
Timnya ternyata
You've
NPC ya.
already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative lull at the moment, but all his past works have been very popular with young people.
Oke.
He's developed a distinct and enduringly
Soalnya
popular
kules
style.
Yae kebanyakan
Satomiya's
ngomong.
Yai Publishing House's
Betul.
ace in the hole. Her
Rata-rata kayak gitu
specialty
nggak
is
sih?
that she can write all kinds
Kue
of
story
completely
semuanya kayak
different
gitu.
stories and all under
Apalagi
different pen
ngomongin
names.
novel.
As for what those
Benar.
names are, well,
Novel lagi.
that's a trade secret. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits off its
Gak mungkin kita
perch.
tinggalin tidur ya.
So, feeling better about my plan now?
It definitely makes sense.
Oke, udah mulai
Now
masuk
then,
akal.
tell me what you found out about
Halo Bang
readers'
Virgo.
preferences.
Thank you for coming. Yang mempercayai Miko tentang pendapat para pembaca.
All very true. An
Semua
original
konsep
core
original.
concept of fast pace, quality illustrations, and
Oke,
lots
jadi-
of action. This is the formula that will guarantee good sales numbers. More importantly than that, even though
Yang
it's a work of
penting,
fiction, we have to
kita
deliver
bisa
a sense
menciptakan
of
realisme.
realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still one question. What are we actually gonna write
Jadi
about?
tentang apa?
For example, we know
Masa
we need
original
an
kita
original
gimana
core
bikinnya? Sebelum menjawab pertanyaan, kamu
Before
harus
you can
mempelajari-
answer that question,
Oke.
take a first-hand guide to
Apa
summoning
baca?
spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is
Halo,
common
Bang
knowledge
Udin.
to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information gap between author and reader. As a traveler, there
Okay.
must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Oh, right!
Wah,
So
ngantuk
maybe we
banget,
can
coy.
take inspiration from our time in Mondstadt and Lille. But that would make it a completely different genre
Thank you, Bang
than a
Udin.
first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Is that gonna be a problem?
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. All you have to do is provide some interesting ideas based on your travel experiences. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert team here will be able to flesh out the details.
Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Lahir kembali. Oh, ini judul. Teman sekelasku adalah penyair yang sangat malas. Sang naga dan petualangan besar. Lahir kembali di dunia lain. Pertemuan dengan makanan. Ini ngawur sih. Teman sekelasku adalah penyair yang sangat malas. Sang naga dan ini kayaknya.
This sounds like a great one. Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first time to the sight of a dragon flying around and wreaking havoc on the city. With the help of some
Dengan bantuan
trusty
sahabat-sahabat yang-
companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the
tiba-tiba
dragon. But then,
cantik,
the
oke.
dragon suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman. Huh? Human, let us work together to build a better future. The love story between human and dragon begins today? Well, that was an unexpected development. What happened to the grand adventure?
Betul. Petualangan besar itu nama si tokoh utama. Big Traveler.
What? But that's so
Menyesatkan sekali.
misleading.
MC Millet.
MC
Out of
Menes.
a maximum of
Masa?
10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Nggak
The
lihat
story
dari situ.
certainly goes in an unorthodox direction,
Emang
and
iya
the
dia
Dragon
melet
Girl
tadi?
sounds destined to be a hit character. Approved.
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own
Masa gak
experiences, but
kelihatan.
it seems you're
Mana,
filtering
mana,
them
mana,
through
mana.
the lens of the kinds of light novels you've read
MC
in
kan?
the past.
Bukan
I think
NPC-nya.
you really understand what we're trying to
Perasaan
do
gak ada yang melet
here.
tadi.
Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general framework to make an interesting story?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful, so this deals with that
Iya
problem.
si Aethernya tadi Millet.
That's good.
Nggak kelihatan.
Okay,
Nggak
we're
kelihatan.
done
Halo,
with
Bang
chapter
Nova.
1. Let's move on to chapter 2.
Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught their attention, all our hard work so far is in vain. Hurry, chapter 2.
Konsisten
Let's
ya.
go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
Buntu nih.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this.
Silakan lebih lama, tapi
But
susah.
alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what? What's happened?
The bane of our existence, writer's block. It's your arch nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break.
Halo Bang
Boss,
Ong.
get me a plate of fried tofu.
Bang Ong
And
ada.
get
Halo
some
Bang
kushikatsu
Ong.
for these two. Just the
Nggak
basic
kenal
kind will
hati
do.
sih.
Don't worry, this is my treat.
Hai.
Treat? Oh,
Hai Bang
wait a minute.
Ong.
Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the hard work we're doing, right?
Of course, everyone that
Imbalannya
takes part in
makan.
the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain
Sip
going!
gaji. Murah.
Oh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Jalan-jalan ke Liwe, ternyata pemanah wisata trek lapis. Gadis rock and roll, aku berubah jadi Gyo. Nih,
The protagonist awakes to find themselves turned into a geovicious hatchling, surrounded by countless adventurers. But then, the protagonist suddenly discovers that they have a
Sleep,
special
yeah.
ability.
ya Bang Ong,
Keep
nanti nyusul
rolling to
ya.
keep evolving.
Selamat tidur sayang.
So the protagonist rolled and rolled and rolled, hoping to evolve into the strongest geo creature ever. So, the protagonist is no longer a human, huh? Good luck retconning that after chapter 1.
I give it a 9.5.
Hampir perfect.
Monster evolution is an increasingly common theme these days.
Oh beneran bicara
What
novel
started out as a
panjang ya.
rather niche genre has
Wih.
gradually worked its way into the mainstream.
Tuhan, tolong.
And I wouldn't worry about the continuity issue. All we have to do is explain at the beginning of the work that the protagonist can travel between different worlds. Or just explain it away as a dream.
Ugh, no integrity whatsoever.
The most important thing is that it's fun. In light novels, as in life, having fun is the most important thing. Wouldn't you agree?
You do kinda have a point.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Untuk bab ketiga kita tulis tentang Inazuma ya. Aku bisa bantu yang ini, bisa pakai cerita dekret pemburuan Vision atau pengalaman kalian waktu gabung dengan pasukan pemberontak. Coba, sudah cukup. Kita hentikan dekret sampai jumpa dekret mulai dari prajurit. Sudah cukup. Ini bab ketiga ya, mulai dari. Ini aja.
Clearly very closely based on your own
Betul,
personal
perubahan,
experience.
aku kehabisan ide.
That's fine. Since it's something that took place in
Model
Inazuma,
geol-geol
it
lalu,
might
Bang.
actually be more interesting to readers if it's grounded in the truth. One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist
emang
uses
penulis
this
cuy,
spell
makanya
to
cepat
defeat
dia
the
buat
Raiden Shogun
ceritanya.
in battle. That should do the trick.
Whoa. So we
Jadi kita
really
berharap
going
langsung sama saingan
head-to-head with
kita ya,
our
oke.
rival on this one.
I
Yaudah,
suppose
setelah
so.
naskahnya selesai, biar aku
Once they're
sendiri yang
done writing
menambahkan
the
mantra
manuscript,
yang akan dibaca
I'll
oleh
write
si
the
tokoh
passage.
utama.
Are we done then?
Udah beres nih, yakin bisa
this'll
menggunakan
be able
panduan
to
untuk
beat
memanggil
a
roh. Mereka udah
first-hand
selesai
guide to
buat
summoning
buku cuy.
spirits?
The content is fine.
Kontennya sudah
Now we
bagus,
just
tinggal
need to
promosi
I
aja.
will contact an
Biar
artist to make
hubungin
some
dulu ilustrator
illustrations.
terkemuka,
I'm
aku yakin
positive
mereka
they will
pasti
be at
bisa
least as
bikin,
good as those
insya
in
Allah,
A
beneran.
First-Hand Guide to Summoning
Kita
Spirits.
juga perlu endorse
We'll also
nih
need an
sama bukunya.
endorsement
Aku
on a
bisa
paper
minta
band
bantuan
about.
Nona
She
ini.
runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. Feel free to take a break while the
Mau bayar
creative
100
team
lagi
is
tim
doing
kreatif
their
kita
work.
kerja,
But
tapi
please
nanti
go by the
tolong
Yai Publishing House at
ke
some point to commission
buat
Ms.
minta
Hina for
endorse
that
Nona Hina,
recommendation.
gitu.
Once our light novel is...
Oke. Pergi ke Yai, aduh salah pencet. Yai Publishing. Halo Bang Dustin. Udah keluar nih. Ketiduran cuy. Siapa itu yang nge-like? Bang Mire, makasih banyak Bang. 2100. Pakai jalan aja kali ya. Enggak terlalu jauh. Bang Mir, kamu tahu berita tentang Agus enggak? Agus sedih banget. Agus sedih. Oke, kita publish ini tempat bukunya ya. Kamu cerita cerita oke.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Gucci that's asking, we'll see. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collaboration. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on reply. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, you'll definitely get an exposure boost at the beginning. May your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai Publishing
Main game
House.
ngantuk di jam-jam malam.
Nona Hina itu Goro.
Goro itu manusia rubah yang dia warna coklat-coklat pendek, ya kan? Ya nggak sih?
Kok Rubah?
Bukan rubah ya? Apa ya? Pokoknya itu kan, dia ada ekor juga kan? Oke, ya Miko.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler
Iya.
by Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so much recently, Paimon's slowly starting to understand your unique tastes.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished. Don't you think it's a very descriptive pen name?
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma. I'll announce the sales numbers in 3 days.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is
Tim
gonna
kita
work?
kan luar biasa.
That's
Semangat
right.
ya, kita
Be
optimis ya.
confident in your work. That's
Benar,
exactly
percaya dong
how a
sama
light
Sekara
novelist
sendiri.
should be.
Penuh novel yang sudah
Okay,
seharusnya.
then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very best of luck.
Tunggu selama 3 hari karena kita nggak bisa menunggu ya. Karena kita nggak bisa menunggu, jadi kita percepat. Buka jam aja udah nggak tahu coy di mana jamnya. Oh, ini. 1 lusa.
Streamer turu.
Ngantuk banget yo, Genshin, tolong. Lah berikan game yang fighting. Oh, sehari lagi. Masih bisa tidur kita nih. Halo Bang WhatsApp, anjir nama TikTok WhatsApp, cok. Kita sekali lagi masih bisa tidur nih. Kan besok. Oke. Oke, hasilnya udah ada. Kita lihat hasilnya.
You've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves. Multiple sales locations are asking when we'll be printing more
Akhirnya
copies.
berhasil ya.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oke.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Thank you Bang Velgo
We
masih
sold
stay
a lot of
dan Bang
copies,
Mire.
but it doesn't feel like we accomplished our goal.
Like
I don't even know
terus,
whether it
thank you
worked.
Bang.
Oh, don't worry. The change is already
Sorry.
underway.
Paradise.
Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits at midnight, and your wish will come true. Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man.
Woi,
No
udah
one's
ketutup
talking
sama
about
kita
that
nih.
anymore. The secret spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit
Mantra
thing.
sang wanita
I've already
rubah. Oh,
memorized all
benar.
the incantations.
Udah
The secret
lebih
spells of
setengah
Lady
jalan
Kitsune?
ini.
Udah lebih
What's
setengah
that?
jalan ya.
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the Kitsune and all the other powerful yokai. They can make any of your wishes come true. I heard that the incantations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night it all turned to leaves and he developed a high fever. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before. Pretty much everyone I know is
Mantap
desperate
bermula.
to try it out.
Banyak
Just
istilah ya dalam
waiting for a
novel.
moonless night.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right. Everyone's shifting focus.
Udah ketutup ya.
But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to us further down the line. All right, it's time to move on to the next phase of the plan.
Aduh Bang Mire, terima kasih udah dari sini Bang Mire. Udah
Of
ngantuk banget cok.
course, behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah, if we leave him to his own
Ini
devices,
beneran
he might just write another guide to
nggak bisa
summoning
ngeluh ya.
spirits.
Emang judulnya
Also,
quest story,
we
jadi
still need to
kebanyakan
figure out what
story.
his motive for writing it was.
Apa yang kita harapin dari game quest story
Exactly.
ini coy?
That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. He's a failed light novelist named Tomoyuki. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no
Makanya
recollection
quest
whatsoever
Arhon.
of having written the book.
Makanya quest Arko.
Yes, this is another case of possession. Only
Boleh
this
nanti ya,
time,
tapi kita
whoever
kelarin ini dulu
possessed him
harus.
actively sought him
Soalnya
out.
untuk quest story kita
After
harus
his
sekali
novel
live doang.
submission failed,
Ini
he was
gak
working
ada
aimlessly in
dramanya.
Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." After that, he lost consciousness.
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So what are we supposed to do?
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself.
Hai, Bang
And
Velga
you,
keluar
my
masuk
little friend,
terus
are
Bang
the
Velga.
perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Nice, let's go. Mimpi berapa tahun? Pri kalau kasih ritual pemanggilan gue, beneran kita akan menyelesaikan pemanggilan roh. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Hap. Baru ingat aku dia bisa nempel. Pel. Bang Velgo lagi Bang Velgo. Terima kasih udah join Bang Velgo. Tinggalin komen Bang Velgo biar aku tahu Bang Velgo. Lah lewat ini. Nice banget di pinggir pantai ketemu ya Miko lagi berdoa biasa.
What is this place?
Buku hantam nih.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the place where...
Really? But it feels so eerie here.
That seems rather fitting, considering that we are dealing with the spirits of the deceased here. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. Aren't you excited?
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon's pretty sure it's not because of excitement.
Come on, in we go.
Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay?
Kita masuk ke dalam lah.
Paimon all alone.
Let's go. Nah, ini seru nih.
Masuk domain La.
Tetap tim partian. Butuh elektro ya? Elektro berarti kalau part 2 lah. Kok Nahida sama ini? Oh.
Kan ada ya,
Oh, kan ada ya. Oh, Yae juga ngikut. Oke. Oke. Oh iya ya. Kalau kita main quest story-nya, quest story karakter, kita pasti make ininya. Emang Yae elektro. Oh iya ding. Terus grafiknya boleh deh.
What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kinda eerie. So it's a bit scary. Looks like the artist signed their name. Rakusai?
Let's go inside and take a look.
Terus sampai sini cuy. Kirain jalan cuy. Kok musiknya menegangkan ya? Waduh, kaget.
Let me scry. Whirling snow.
Aduh. Tapi ini gimana caranya cuy?
Going in. My apologies.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Malah mokat.
Coba buka menu weekend, entah masih ada atau enggak B5 standard gratisnya.
Tolong, di mana kita?
Nya gak ada sih.
Bentar. Kombonya gimana sih, Cok?
Let's light it up. Coming
Kan es lawan api harusnya. Es menang dong. Coba ke Ivan, coba ke Ivan ya. Mana sih Ivan?
Wow!
Silonen.
Nah iya gak ada.
Udah nggak ada ya? Ya wes lah, nggak apa-apa. Emang telat kan? Kita coba klaim coba.
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder
Apa
what
nih,
it's
kembalikan posisi dan nyalakan menggunakan
I
mekanisme.
Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right,
Okay.
go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
Yeah.
Aduh, cara ke atasnya gimana ya?
Into the wind.
Show them.
Gimana?
Come on out.
Hah? Cok, ini teka-teki simpel ini kalau masih nggak bisa, Jod. Oh, ini kali. Oh.
Puzzle dikit biar gak ngantuk.
Enggak. Kayaknya nggak ada pengaruhnya deh sama ini. Oh,
Right now.
itu buat apa sih?
Show them.
Oh. Terus? Ih, keren ya.
Come on out. Right here.
Oh, ini. Ah. Oke, bentar. Ah. Waduh, kok ada orang di bawah?
Show them. Right now.
Delve into destiny.
Kok malah kesini sih? Waduh, nggak bisa naik lagi. Oh, memang harus lawan deh.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Take flight. Why do they never miss? Decided by destiny. Shadows of fate.
Come on out. A sight to behold. What a nuisance. Show them.
My apologies.
Mana sih?
So rude.
One with nature.
Everybody stand back.
As one with wind and cloud.
Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Semua ulti dikeluarin, coy. Nice. Nah, habis sini. Oh, ini. Sini lah, kan. Maksudnya gimana sih coy? Nyalakan dan elektro, lentera sudut direset dan diaktifkan. Oh, udah 2 nih. Apa kayak gitu doang?
It's my lucky day.
Delved into... My apologies.
The wind knows me.
Written in the stars.
There's more. Very high. Very high.
Nice. Oke, udah 2 semua. Aduh, 1 lagi ya. Udah aktif ya? Satu lagi cuy. Ya Miko dengan mokat. Cuma gini doang. Satunya ini di sini. Nggak mungkin keluar sih. Enggak juga. Oh, nggak bisa diturunin. Ini pada turun. Nggak ada coy.
Take flight. Come on out.
Nggak dapet ya. Coba kita ke sini. Masih bisa ke atas kan? Nggak bisa lagi soalnya. Oh ini. Nah ini udah turun. Oke. Sabar, tenang, tunggu, jangan dulu dibocorin, bocorin, sabar. Nggak bisa double jam ya? Bentar cok. Ini kan kita bug dulu nih, ke sini. Juga sih, coba naik lagi. Nah, sampai sini. Oh, ini ada tangga. Hai, kenapa enggak? Anjir, gimana cara naiknya, Cok? Nggak bisa kan?
Whirling snow!
Show them.
Itu
Come on out.
Wah, Tuhan gimana ya, coy?
Show them.
Yang ini ngebak apa gimana, coy? Kok nggak mau turun? Kan ke sini, kiri, kanan, ini cuma satu tangga. Ini nggak bisa lagi kan? Nah, coba kita ke kanan. Oh, ini kan satu jalan nih, kita coba ke atas. Ke atas sudah nggak bisa lagi. Stucknya di sini ya.
Come on out.
Oh, bisa kan ya?
Show them.
Ada musuh di samping. Cara bukanya gimana?
Nothing lasts forever.
Wind strike.
Oh,
Ayo
ini.
berpikir.
Oh, alah geser. Cing. Astaga, nggak ada clue sama sekali, Cok. Digeser-geser ternyata. Nah.
My poetry!
Aduh.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Adventure time! Let's light it force!
Into the wind.
Take flight!
Aduh,
The fun
mati ya ini,
is
Cok.
over!
Ya Allah.
Sometsu! Shadows of fate!
Sir, sakit banget sumpah.
Yeah! Yeah!
Gak bisa banget dong. Gak kena.
Clouds high. The birds come.
My apologies!
Kita harus ke tembok ya, Cok. Ada tembok yang bisa digeser. Tuh kan. Tuh kan.
Everybody stand back! Take flight!
Kebets. Ini digeser semua. Ngecek semua yang ada dalam sini. anjir, lu di mana ini, Cok?
Sudah lebih dari 5 menit, masih 3/4.
Harusnya udah turun sini. Sabar ya. Ini apakah ini cerminnya, apakah ada clue dari cerminnya sendiri? Ini kan kita naikkan. Nah, dari sini sep terus kita belok kanan. Nah, tempatnya itu di bagian situ, benar. Oke, bentar, ini sini. Terus di sini dulu. Nice. Oke, benar kan? Aduh, inilah kalau mainnya terlalu serius. Nah, dia turun. Nice.
Whoa, it's that painting we just saw. It's turning this way along with the whole wall.
Akhirnya.
Eerier and scarier.
Akhirnya, Cok.
This place.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune
Tido
spell.
du BG.
This painting is a swift summoning
Tidur dulu, Bang.
medium,
Halo, Bang
which
Arthur.
means I'll be
Terima
able
kasih
to
udah
skip
join,
many
makasih
of
udah
the more
komen ya.
tedious steps.
Selamat tidur, Bang. Besok hari Senin. Nanti hari Senin.
The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next,
Apakah
little one.
akan ada?
Come on, sit yourself down here.
Thank you, Agung.
Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body.
Orang mati bisa
You
masuk
saw
yang masih
what
hidup.
happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he was only able to maintain his form for a very short time before disappearing.
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting negative consequences?
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Apakah bayangannya kita akan menggunakan bayangannya kita?
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some intense thoughts going through your head. A wish, for example. Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is
Bang
the
Mire, kamu
earliest
lagi
that you
ngapain,
can
Bang?
turn
Belum
it in
tidur kah?
by?
The painting is moving again! What the?
Wah, memanggil roh sih.
Gak ada. Lagi nunggu F1
Oh, iya.
jam 2.
Oke.
Terus nugas, terus masuk kuliah.
Masuk kuliah jam berapa, Bang?
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own ritual. Getting a taste of my own medicine. What have we here? Another budding
Jam
writer?
8:30.
What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing
kuliah
for help
pagi
with
loh,
their
anjir.
writing? Are novels
Malah
so
belum tidur.
popular in this day and age?
We got you! So you are the one who wrote a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. What are you trying to do, hmm? Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the
Yo.
book, huh?
Pengen
What's your
mulia
game here?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within him. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way!
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again. This body now belongs to me.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your mind! Miko, think of something! Miko! Miko!
Anjir ketawanya, Cok. Aku jadi kaget.
You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught on so quickly. Too perfect.
Dia tahu namanya.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to
Temennya itu.
dive in and fan the flames, ah, you mischievous little kitsune, you.
Temennya?
Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying to blame it all on me?
Rakusai? Miko, you guys know each other?
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's memory.
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too. In life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability to control whether they are visible or not. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone yelling, "Please, someone, anyone, help me write a truly amazing novel." It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and wrote a novel for him.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include
Jadi
a
kenapa kamu
summoning
masukin mantra
incantation in the novel?
Oh, little one. Not to
Ada
toot
teman
my
kecilku ya.
own
Ini
horn,
temennya
but
yang kamu
when
bilang
I
tadi.
was alive. I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and powerful Daioko. The memories of other
main
yokai
Genshin
can't
malam-malam,
possess
cuy.
human bodies at will
Beneran
like
buat
I can.
ngantuk kayak game nih,
But
game
with
buat
this
tidur deh.
incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do, they can go and get it done.
But...
She's trying to say that all the
Ini yang
commotion this
ngomong Ro,
causes is likely to be a
ingatannya
great
temen Miko.
disturbance to the humans.
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with
okay,
some broken
paham.
dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands, given that they're not born blessed with the same powers that we enjoy. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their lesson eventually. So when you think about it, we're actually
Si
doing
MC
the
itu
humans a
cuman
big
jadi alat
favor.
doang buat bisa
Miko, you
komunikasi.
agree, don't you?
Iya aku paham. Jadi kayak dia dirasukin kan.
Yes, that's what
Soalnya
I
yang
thought
satunya kan
too.
udah mati.
Alright then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
Oke.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the most popular in Inazuma.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh, I must say it feels good.
I remember when you were just a little
really,
girl,
bro?
always hanging off my
Dari tadi cuma
shoulder.
gini doang, Cok.
A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Oh, Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai.
Lebih
Arrangements are
seru
being
yang
made.
itu jelas.
Yang itu yang klan biru klan merah kan? Udah
When my
kayaknya
bell
udah.
rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Ataraki itu.
Great.
Itu seru
Wonderful.
sih.
Fantastic.
Ceritanya juga seru.
Miko, it's been nice
Klan
catching
biru,
up,
klan merah.
but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know.
Iya.
Have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is a happy
Itu
one.
ceritanya bagus ya.
Especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosy outlanders. And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle given how pig-headed she can be.
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Oke, dia keluar. Nice. Ketiduran lagi.
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
Masih ada mantra. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like so. Your first
Gimana rasanya
possession,
besoknya? Untuk pertama
What
kali.
was it like?
Aku ingat semua. Aku cuma tidak bisa ikutan ngomong saja.
Good. Saves me from having to hearing Urakusai admit
Mendengar Raka
defeat
mengaku
has put me
kalah
in the
membuat
most
suasana hatiku
wonderful
jadi riang
mood.
sekali. Sebagai
In
gantinya
return,
kita harus
it's only
mewujudkan
fair
apa
that
yang
we
semua
make
ingin.
sure to deliver on what they're
Isu
all
tentang malam
hoping
tahun
for.
bulan mereka ingin lakukan.
Yes, though they
Ini cuma
only
segelintir
represent a
dari
tiny
kebanyakan.
proportion of the memories in the ley lines, it was since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me,
Maka tidak
I'll
bantu
need
aku
your
untuk
help with
satu
the
urusan
ritual.
lagi. Aku perlu
You
bantuan.
cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands? You guys teamed
Kalian
up to
tadi
scare
kerja sama
Paimon
buat
just now.
dapetin Paimon.
You think
Kamu
Paimon's
kira
gonna
Paimon bakal
do
menurut
anything?
kamu?
Oh, come on. I'm really
Raiden
only
yang
asking
kedua
you to
udah
finish
belum
what you
sih?
started.
Belum.
Besides, your paychecks are still in my hands.
Kayaknya Raiden semuanya belum deh aku.
Paimon paycheck?
Gaji Paimon?
Well, there's no way out
Nah,
now.
itu baru
We're
seru.
in too deep.
Boleh. Selesai. Kok baru sih? Oh masih ada. Quest story, oh masih ada. Pesta perpisahan, oh udah kelar cuy.
Belum, dikit lagi.
Dikit lagi. Memang kayaknya durasinya 22 jam ya. Gak ada lagi yang bisa diklaim. Pergi ya Miko kuel. Wih, ini tempat apa sih nih? Tempat apa ya ini? Kok aku baru lihat? Tempat apa itu cuy?
Itu tempat pas story kedua Raiden.
Yang kita pakai Raiden, lawan Raiden juga. Itu gak sih?
Iya.
Oh, itu udah berarti udah. Itu bagus sih, bagus, seru. Oh, sama ini yang Ataraki itu kan yang kumbang-kumbang itu gak sih? Itu storynya lucu serius.
Coba aja cek apa yang belum.
Oke, habisin ya.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
As if we
Kan
had
nggak ada
a
pilihan
choice.
lain, kalau nggak
We just
datang
want
nggak
our
dibayar.
paycheck, so, Miko,
Kamu harus berbuat apa?
Also, to be clear, we actually have no...
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink. One by one, but now the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines, so I will be performing a convocation ritual for them. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied and return to where they belong.
Oh begitu, aku mengerti.
All the preparations for the
Tiduran,
ritual
Cok.
have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation and the mention of moonless night that I added to our novel?
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spells of Lady Kitsune on a moonless night.
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do two things. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of
Wis
yokai
balik.
memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Having the shrine maidens
Dari mana
leave
aja kamu
avoids the
hijrah?
bothersome issue of someone
Aku udah
potentially
ngantuk
getting
banget ini, Cok.
possessed. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. I need you at the foot of Mount Yogo during this part to keep an eye on nearby monster activity. The memories are normally dispersed and don't
Pijra
pose
garis
threat.
bawah. Setelah
But when
3
their
bulan
energy is
lebih.
concentrated, it is likely to
Suaramu
disturb the
gadakah
monsters.
apa emang diam?
They may see
Masa?
this as
Halo,
an
halo,
opportunity
cek.
to try
Ada kok
and
ini,
make
ada.
it up
Halo,
the
halo.
mountain.
Halo.
I need you to fend them off so that doesn't happen.
Ada wakak.
Then what?
Salah main game aku, Cok.
Well, if at that
Main
point you
quest
felt like
story
coming
malah
to the
di
shrine
jam-jam
and getting a
tidur,
close
ngantuk
up
At
lah.
view of the
Miracle
yokai,
Wave. Lebih
I wouldn't
ketnya
say
semenjak
no.
main Sekiro.
Okay, let's get
Iya,
going.
coy. Masih ada.
Ada kok.
Ada kok, ada. Oh,
At Pijra garis bawah. Live Genshin terakhir kulihat 3 bulan lalu.
oh iya. Kamu lihat di YouTube berarti kan? Beritahu Miko untuk meninggalkan kuil sementara. Miko apa Maki sih? Lah, oh Miko ini Maki ya? Lah, gimana sih? Miko apa
Descend
Maki?
the mountain? Are those Lady Gucci's orders?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon might pose a physical danger
Miko
to you
itu
all.
sebutan gitu.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away. What about you?
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that,
Nama
we're
dia
gonna come
Maki.
back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Gucci places great trust in you. Lady Gucci's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence when she's conducted rituals like this in the past. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
sekali.
And good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
Selesai?
Miko's about to start the ritual.
Masih.
Come on, let's go deal
Beri
with the
kejauhan utama
monsters
di
on the
bawah
mountain.
Mountain Yogo. Oke. 200. Enggak jauh ya. Indah sekali pemandangan ini. Pergi ke jalan utama Yonggo.
The insect shall whirling snow.
Teamwork is dream.
The wind knows.
My apologies.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Sakura swirl.
Kalian nggak perlu lawan deh ini. Ih, kok dilihat keren. Oh, dia lihat ke atas cuy, ada apa di atas. Pergi ke jalan itu. Oke. Seiring dan tibanya malam, para monster perlahan berkumpul.
These monsters look
Para
really
monster
riled up.
mengamuk. Jangan sampai mereka naik gunung.
Yep, let's get rid of them as fast as we... Alright, here they come!
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Into the wind!
Delve into destiny. I'm going in. Take flight. Kami-san
Gol sih harusnya.
Sumetsu.
Siapa?
Going somewhere?
Clouds high, the birds calm! One with nature!
Shadows of My apologies.
Semua aku tekan. Semua aku tekan.
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Abis ini kelar.
Tolong,
Just
aduh.
my... Take flight.
Mati lo kau setan. Habis ini kelar. Wih, ada petasan-petasannya. Cuma.
I need to train harder.
Let me scry.
Alright, that's the last of the monsters.
Pesta perpisahan. Oke.
So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before! Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an
Orang
end.
udah di mana? Abang kita satu ini
Since
masih
you're sorry
stuck
to
in
see them
Azuma.
leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
So beautiful!
@kubra garis bawah.
Lights are coming from
Awak-awak orang
Inazuma
udah
City!
Senisnaya.
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly.
Wah, agak sedih juga ya,
Thank you
tapi
both.
lebih banyak happy-nya, Cok.
Oh,
But the look on your face just...
I'm fine, seriously.
Kasihan temennya.
Really, no.
Miko!
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on
Sure, no problem. A meal it is!
Okay.
Makan.
Well,
Nggak sadar cuy, udah jam 1 ya. Dikit lagi Evan tuh, Bang Mire.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
Belum.
Belum. Kan aku bilang dikit lagi coy. Bukan udah mulai. Duh ngantuk cuk. Tolong lur. Kalian masih main Genshin gak sih? Apakah harus direkam lagi? Capek terus ya.
Wait
Oh,
is
enggak.
unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened
rumornya udah
after I made a
beredar.
wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just...
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the traveler will
Petualangan
remain
ajaib
an
itu
interesting
bukunya
series
kita
for a
coy.
long...
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko in? Guess she's not out here.
Aduh Miko lama sekali.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is it?
I did, yes. You're paying after all.
Lah.
The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them.
Mati.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, Citrus. You have to try this fish. It's found or maybe you'd rather try this if you don't drink alcohol.
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest kushikatsu.
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive.
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it.
Mati.
Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this. Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventure. The deadline is looming. I'm counting.
Oh, jadi bukunya disuruh cetak lagi ya. Akhirnya chapter ini tamat juga, guys. Oke, mungkin sampai di sini saja untuk Genshin Impact-nya
Natlan Gas.
Natlan Gas. Wah. Next time aja lah. Next time ya. Udah jam segini, cuy. Udah nggak kuat mataku nih. Udah 5 watt, cuy. Natlan di mana, Natlan?
Wkwkwk.
Udah nggak kuat, cok.
Wakak.
Oh, berarti harus lihat sini ya. Coba deh kita sampai sini deh. Coba. Aku juga penasaran, cok. Ini gara-gara Mire semua ini ya. Gas lah.
Ada teleportnya.
Oh, ada teleportnya. Mana coba?
Ada tabnya.
Ngapain jalan?
Ngapain jalan? Ngapain jalan?
Mana? Gimana? Mana nggak ada, cok?
Zoom. Zoom in. Ada TP kecil.
Ah, sumpah. Let's go, open the map.
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
Ada tulisan Avana. Avana nggak sih itu tulisannya? Kok ada kayak mural-mural gini cuy.
Awas diculik.
Awas diculik.
Awas.
Ah, di sana ada yang aneh, coba. Emang ada yang mau culik? Ada yang culik?
Ada quest.
Oh, ada di quest ya. Kita nggak main quest dulu ya. Top namanya apa? Oke, Grand Fruit, buah baru ya.
Dipaksa ikut entar.
Oh, dipaksa ikut. Oh, kita kena quest dulu kan? Jadi
ada
kita
quest bentar.
nggak usah ikut questnya. Kita bisa skip questnya dulu kan? Atau wajib main?
Bisa.
Oh, bisa.
Bisa cemen namain pet. Wakak. Cuman namain pet doang questnya.
Oke lah, mungkin cukup sampai di sini. Aduh aja. Mereka lagi gua hantam, Cok. Kayak Pokemon gitu gak sih? Kalahkan tadi, coba kita kalahkan sekali lagi ya.
Whirling snow.
Anjir, kok sakit-sakit banget ya? Udah, aku akuin aku kalah. Oke tim, terima kasih nonton, makasih sudah semua nonton hari ini.
Ya buff dulu.
Kita sudah
Rifthound emang gitu.
Kita sudah menyelesaikan quest ini ya.
Pakai Kazuha atau apa?
Ya udah. Kita menyelesaikan quest ya Miko. Itu kayaknya bagian pertama deh.
Yowes.
Nanti kita coba main lagi quest story lain. Woi sabar lah cok anjir. Nah mungkin Yelan kali ya.
Ya cuman
Oh
satu.
iya cuma satu ya, oke. Berarti Chino, mungkin Chino atau Nahida kali. Masih banyak cok. Ya lah, thank you semua tim. Aku izin off dulu ya. Terima kasih semua yang udah nonton. Bye bye.